Hello, my dear students. Today, in this video, we'll be learning about what are the basic steps in research or conducting a research. Basically, there are 8 basic steps to conducting a research. Before explaining about the steps or before letting you know about the steps in conducting a research, I would just like to let you know about what is research, the basic definition of what is research. That is more like before going into in detail, it is more important to know what is research, the basic definition, and like what are the methods of the conducting a research. So like research it is like a systematic process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting information to answer a question or suppose to solve a problem or to generate a new knowledge. It involves a structured approach to investigate phenomena, validate theories, or to develop solution. So there are mainly two types of research methods, quantitative and qualitative. And when we apply both the method in one particular research only, then it's called mixed method. Like sometimes we do purely qualitative and sometimes we do purely quantitative and sometimes we use both. Like we collect data using both qualitative and quantitative and we apply both the method and we analyze different method of their different approach of analyzing the data and we apply both like qualitative data analyzing method and quantitative. So that time it called mixed method also. So there are basically like 8 steps in conducting a research. So the first very basic step is identifying the problem. Before conducting any research, we should know what is the problem. We have to find out what is the basic problem of that whatever research you want to conduct. What is the basic problem? Why you want to conduct the research? What is the problem? Once you are being able to identify the problem, then the next step is reviewing the literature. So suppose you want to work on suppose on any like effect of stress on mental health. So you want to check the effect of stress on mental health. So it is second step is like you have to review literature, like you have to check for other published articles, and you have to go through different research articles, research papers, and you have to review all those things, and you have to know what the other researchers, previous studies have found, and that is the second step. After that, number 3 steps is like to formulate research question or research objectives and research hypothesis, setting a research question and objectives and hypothesis. Once you'll be done with that one, then you have to choose a research design. Which research design you'll be using? There are different research designs, so you have to choose one research design, which one you are going to apply. For example, like there are research design like experimental research design, observational research design, descriptive research design, and etc. There are lots. So you have to use uh, one or the particular among them, you have to use one particular research design to conduct a study. Then the next step is deciding on a sample design. For what will be your sample and which sampling method you'll be using, how you'll be uh, you have to choose one particular area. Suppose you want to conduct the study on your native place or some other area, suppose on state of Karnataka, state of Maharashtra, state of Rajasthan, wherever you want, and you have to choose one design, and you have to choose one sample design. And then next step is collecting the data. How you'll be collecting the data? Suppose you can collect the data, or if you're doing quantitative method, so you can collect data using different questionnaires. We have different questionnaires, standardized questionnaire. You can use all those questionnaires. And suppose, for example, as I said, you are working on stress. So you can use questionnaires related to stress, and you can go and meet the participants, and you can just collect the data in that questionnaire. But suppose if you're using qualitative method, then you can do like there are different methods. So suppose, for example, you are doing interview method, so you have to frame your own questions, semi-structured questions, and you can go and meet the participants, and you can collect their data. You can ask them, you can do interview, you can ask them questions, and you can get their data, you can get their answers, you can get their data. And once you're done with collecting the data, whatever method you are using, suppose you are using quantitative or you are using qualitative, the next process is you have to analyze the data, you have to process the data, you have to analyze the data, you have to check whether you have to check all the raw data, whether if there is any missing data, whether the data is complete or not, or or what if there is any missing data, if you have to remove all those data because if it's missing, if it's not complete data, you cannot use those data in your analysis because that will not give you proper results. So analyzing the data again, so there are different approaches of analyzing data. For quantitative, you can use statistics. Suppose for SPSS, there are softwares like SPSS or Jamovi. You can use all those softwares to analyze your data. But suppose you are using qualitative method, so you can apply like narrative analysis approach or thematic analysis approach. Like for thematic analysis, you have to prepare one theme. You have to like find out different but themes. You have to choose depending on your data. You have to choose themes, and that like we'll be learning about thematic analysis and narrative analysis in depth in later classes, later videos, later classes. And but I'm just giving you a little bit brief about like you have to depending on the your data, you can prepare themes. So suppose you are going for a narrative analysis, whatever is their responses, depending on their responses, you can do the analyzing their narrative, and you can make your own. You can analyze the data. You can make your own participant statements in your own language. Once you're done with analyzing the data, now the next procedure, that is the next step, is the writing the report. You have to write down. Like you have to prepare one report. Like suppose you're preparing one research article for publication, you have to prepare the report nicely, like from introduction, review of literature, then methodology, then results, and the discussion. And along with the references, you can prepare one research article, and the next step is that you can send it for publication. So these are the main basic steps of research. So hopefully you understand, you will be able to understand. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me questions, and I will try to help you. I'll try to clear your doubts. Thank you.